This little eraser could erase years of pain and dysfunction in the way that your spine moves. Before we get started with this, I want to invite you to join the Mobility Challenge. It's practices like this, but for your whole body, so you can learn to move better and without pain. Click the link below in the description or in the first comment to join. If you don't have an eraser, you can use something that mimics the same shape, maybe a chapstick, maybe a folded up yoga strap or belt, so that it gives you the same feedback. What we're going to do with this little eraser is start to encourage the spine to move where it doesn't move. Now you might be wondering, is that possible? What happens over time is that our spine loses the ability to get segmental movement for the vertebra to move in relationship to each other. So that if we were to do a segmental cat-cow, the spine will want to move in chunks. And then it tends to just hinge from its hinge points where it changes direction in its curve. That's why when you get pain, you go see a doctor, the most common place is L5-S1 at the bottom, where the spine changes its curve into the pelvis of the sacrum from its curve, the lumbar curve, or at the top of the lumbar too, where we're unstable. So a common remedy over time has been, if I just create stability, if I get a stronger core, if I can stabilize so that I don't move as much there, that's kind of like a Band-Aid fix, because what we want to do is restore movement to the whole spine. So it's not just that area that's moving, but the whole spine can move freely and independently. As you improve this movement, you'll also get better rotation, the vertebra to rotate in between independently, and you'll also get better lateral movement. So how are we going to do this? Well, first, we're going to practice a segmental cat-cow to feel how well our spine moves. And then we're going to see, and you're going to be amazed, shocked at after doing this, how much it improves. You're not going to think, you're going to be like, I don't know about this guy. Is this guy telling the truth? After, I promise, you'll know the difference. So first, come onto your hands and your knees. And don't worry about my back. I hit the reef a couple days ago, so I'm a little taped up. And I might not have his best movements, so don't judge me based on how much segmental movement I have right now. But we're going to see just how much can I tuck my pelvis so that I start to round one vertebra at a time independently. And then work your way up your spine and round through your neck. Cool. Now keep the whole spine rounded and see if you can untuck your pelvis and move into extension to a back bend, one vertebra at a time, rolling your way up your spine, nice and smooth, working to the middle thoracic spine, then start to move through your neck, and one more. Tuck the pelvis, round up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. And notice the freedom, the feeling of control, how much range you had, all that. Okay, next, we're going to take this prop, whatever you have, and we're going to place it right here at the TL junction where the lumbar turns into the thoracic at the bottom of the rib cage. And we're going to place it right here against the spine so you can feel the muscle press into it. If you like, you can, if you know you have one side that doesn't move as well as the other, you kind of favor going to one side or the other, or you can just place right into the middle. So we're going to start at that TL junction because you're going to be able to feel that you actually have better movement there. So it'll be easier. And then we're going to move down from there and move into the areas that don't move as well. So place your prop. Now start to press down. Visualize just that vertebra pressing down into your prop and ramp up your effort. Max your effort to squeeze down and then relax. Now I have a string on the front of you pulling just that bone that you're pressing down, that vertebra, into the prop, and squeeze those muscles in your back right where you had the prop. You can use your finger too to encourage those muscles. You use your thumb to kind of scratch at those muscles to wake them up, to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. and then relax. Press down again. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Press down as much as you can into that part of your spine. Visualize that part of your spine moving. And relax, and then pull up on the string. Squeeze those muscles in your back to pull and to move that bone. Press back down again. Relax and squeeze to pull up. Squeeze, 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 and hold. Squeeze those muscles in your back. And relax. Good job. Now let's move the prop down a segment. Down a vertebra. And press down. Feel those muscles. Now, as a strategy, your body will squeeze other muscles. That's okay, but just keep focusing on just where the eraser or prop is. Relax. Now there's a string right at that spot, pulling you straight up. Squeeze the muscles in your back to help. Move. And relax. Press back down. Drive down. Press straight down in that spot. Relax. Pull up on the string. Squeeze those muscles in your back. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Relax. Press back down. Relax and squeeze up. Now you need this effort and intensity to start to train these muscles again. And relax. Move the prop down another segment. So if you're thinking like yoga, like, oh, I want balanced effort, not in this. We need that intensity to start to train those things to move again. Press down into your prop. 2, 1. Relax, pull up on the string and visualize those muscles. Make sure you get a full contraction. You max the contraction and then relax. Press down. Same thing. Apply max effort, pressing down. Safest, greatest effort. No pain, of course. Relax. Pull up on the string. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Relax and press down. Come on, push, push. Relax, pull up. If I looked at your face might be getting red because you're really, really working to squeeze to max it. And relax. Okay, now we're going to go up into the T-spine, which is much harder to move, but we're going to see what we can do. So we'll start from the place we started, bottom of the rib cage, and then go up a vertebra, a segment of spine. You ready? Start to drive down. Squeeze and relax. Pull up on the string just in that spot. Visualize right where you felt the pressure. Visualize those muscles moving and squeezing and driving up. Relax. Press back down into the prop. I just want that vertebra to move. Can you move that vertebra? Press it down. Visualize in your mind's eye. Relax. Now move that segment of spine, pull it straight up. Move it up, move it up, move it up. Squeeze. Relax, press back down. Max it out. Relax and pull up. And relax. Good. Let's move it up another segment of spine. Press down, squeeze, max out. Relax, pull up, squeeze. Get the muscles to squeeze. Relax. Press down. Get that spot to move. Right where you feel the pressure. Move that. Pull up just in that spot, but squeeze it up to the sky. Relax. Press down. Squeeze. Relax. Pull up. Good. Relax. Last one. Here we go. Press down. Max it out. Feel the pressure in that spot. Pull up. Come on, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Press down. Feel the pressure. Push it down more, more, more. Relax. Pull up. Use the string. Move that vertebra right where you felt it. Feel the muscles in the back engage. Press down. And pull up. Squeeze, squeeze. Good job. Okay. Roll onto your side. Let's try the new and improved spine. Through flexion, rounding through your spine. Wow. You didn't believe me. Now you believe. And go the other way. Jeez. One more round. Last one. Good. So that's amazing work. Please don't judge my spine, how much it moved or didn't move, because I'm actually about like 30% limited now with my back after hitting so hard and the cuts that I got right there. But I was able to feel even a little bit of difference, even with my injured state right now. I hope you felt a big difference. Now, I just wanted to say a couple things about this. You might be thinking like, oh, I just want to isolate there. So I felt other parts of my body engaging and I couldn't really isolate right in that spot. That's okay. We want to encourage that strategy. Use your body to drive into that spot. Over time, your brain will get better at just moving the muscles that you're trying to move. But initially, don't try to just press and not engage anything else. Over months, it'll get better. The second thing is this needs to be done regularly. This should be part of your daily routine. You deserve it. Your spine deserves it. You're only as old as your spine. So if you want to stay young and healthy, keep your spine moving. It'll help everything else. And this will improve everything you can do in life. Your ability to rotate, side bend, it's going to help it. The last thing that I want you to think of is that not only are you making the muscles better, but you're also making your brain better at moving those muscles. So in studies done on cortical mapping, they did some monkey studies where they were able to observe in a monkey's brain where the connection was to a single finger moving. They could see it light up in the brain. They see, okay, index finger, middle finger. What would happen if we sew those fingers together for a while? This is kind of jacked up to do the monkeys, but it happened. Sorry. What they found was that the second place went away. And so now when the monkey moved, there was just one spot. When they unstitched the fingers, guess what happened? Just that one spot now. So in order to start to get the fingers to move independently again, they still wanted to move together, just like your spine. It wants to move in a chunk. They had to block that and encourage the second finger to move again. That wasn't moving. Okay, can we? And then what they found was now we had two spots in the brain starting to work again when they started to rehabilitate the fingers that had been stitched. So similarly, your brain will start to learn that, oh, it actually has another segment of spine. It isn't just a chunk. Right now, when you go to move your spine, your brain goes, okay, this is just a chunk. We move too much here, in between we don't move. Over time, by continually giving yourself the feedback daily, this will start to change your brain and your body. They work together. Thanks so much for practicing this with me. Together, if we can do this regularly over the next, let's just try it for 6 months every day. I want to challenge you. Can you do it with me for 6 months? And let me know how your progress is going. We're going to see amazing feedback below. One more thing, I want to encourage you. If you haven't started my mobility course yet, if you think that this was powerful, I have this for every part of your body. We can start to change the way that your body moves. We can do it together. We can start to restore health to the full body. We can start to move better, pain-free, just by encouraging things to move that aren't moving. And you're only as healthy as your joints. We want to restore that health. So I want to challenge you, encourage you to sign up for the mobility course below. I'll put a link in the description as well as the first comment. and some other people maybe who have tried the mobility course can share some feedback in the comments. It truly is a life changer. It's changed the way that I move, the way that I feel, the way I can do all my sports and activities. So I highly encourage you to give it a shot. I'll see you on the mobility course. Have a great day.